Hello from the Appalachian Trail. I am just outside of Great Barrington, Massachusetts, and I'm going to do about 55 miles as a section hike. Hiking with two good friends of mine, one of which I've known since kindergarten. It's a long time. So come along with me. And just to be clear, I'm hiking south on the Appalachian Trail, and I'm hoping to get to Kent, Connecticut, which is very close to the border of New York State. And the reason I'm starting here in Great Barrington is last year my friend and I hiked from Bennington, Vermont, south all the way to Great Barrington. If I remember correctly, it was around 90 miles. I'm not exactly sure, but about that. But look at this, beautiful. All the foliage is starting to fall to the ground. Good stuff. The last battle of Shays Rebellion. Forest is nice and dark in here. A lot of shadows. So my friends got a couple of mile head start on me. Sort of a long story, don't need to get into the details, but I'll eventually catch up to them today, whether it's at the campsite or before. So it'll be kind of fun to see when I catch up. Genuine New England rock walls. Look at that, mossy. They've been there a long time, I'm sure. I made it to a lookout called Jug End. Let's check it out. Great views back down towards Great Barrington. I've got about 2 miles to go before I get to the shelter we're planning on staying at, and I still haven't caught up to my friends. They must have a pretty good pace. I know I have a good pace, so if I don't catch up to them pretty soon, I won't see them before the shelter, which will be fine. I just thought I might catch up to them. Man, coming up this hill, I'll tell you what, I was sweating. And it's October, and it's like 80 degrees and humid. I can't believe it. I mean, it's supposed to rain in a couple days, like really hard. I gladly take hot and humid over the rain. But for October, it seems unseasonably warm. Well, looks like I just caught up to my friends.
Oh my God.
We're about a little over a half mile before the shelter. It looks like everybody's filling up water.
Yeah, we're lucky we found this.
I think I'll fill up some water too. There's two shelters very close together on the trail here. They each have their own side trail. One is the Glenbrook Shelter and the other is the Hemlocks Shelter. My friends went and wanted to check them both out. So they first looked at the Glenbrook Shelter, couldn't find the shelter. It must be there somewhere. But so we came up to the Hemlock Shelter, found it straight away, and it's pretty cool. I'll show you. It's somewhat typical of shelters that I've seen on the AT in Massachusetts. There's some bunks like we've got here, and then a loft area, which would be tough to get down to the bathroom from there, but definitely it's part of the program. Gonna have some snacks and try to enjoy the evening. Good morning. We're about to leave our shelter here called the Hemlocks, just south of Great Barrington. As you can see, it's a very misty day and it is going to rain for sure. but it's not raining right now. So I'm gonna head south, all packed up, basically ready to go. It's supposed to start raining around noon, and at that point, we'll be pretty close, if not already in Connecticut, and we'll just have to deal with it. So for the moment, enjoy the mist, and I'll catch up with you soon. Goodbye to the Hemlocks. Looking out towards Gilder Pond, pretty much engulfed in fog this morning. Just hiked up to the top of the hill. We're all just a little bit out of breath. I figured it'd be a good time to do a quick interview. Brian, what are your thoughts on the upcoming weather?
Well, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get wet. Got my pack covered, got a poncho. I'm completely out of water. I had a big mistake this morning. I had the left one in my right hand and vice versa. Lost valuable time.
I didn't even know there were left and right for the poles.
Yeah.
Greg, what are your thoughts on the upcoming weather?
Well, I can push hard today. I don't think it's going to dump too heavily. And if it does, I can still psychologically push through it. If tomorrow is a major downpour and we got pretty wet today, it's all relative at that time. So we'll see how we feel then collectively.
Let's see how it goes. We'll check in later. Welcome to the view from Mount Everett this morning. I can't figure out if we're in a cloud or it's just fog. Nevertheless, that's the view. Pretty steep section coming down. We've got, I've never seen steps like this, wooden steps built into the rock. It's pretty cool. Where are we at, Greg?
Mount Race, 2,372 feet above sea level.
And this is the view. About the same view we've had all morning so far. I'll take this, of course, over the rain.
Yep.
Push on.
It's like pea soup. That's Brian's giant bag of gorp. How's that gorp treating you so far?
Perfect. I mean, hits the spot.
Sure. Well, here we are at the border. I'm assuming once we cross the stream, there'll be a welcome to Connecticut sign. Let's see. Crossing over into Connecticut. And just like I thought, here's the welcome to Connecticut sign. now finished hiking all of Massachusetts. A small victory, but a victory nonetheless. Well, so far I'd say Connecticut is somehow even greener and more lush than Massachusetts, at least down here in this ravine. Well, I thought we crossed into Connecticut a while back, but we have one more state line sign right here.
Oh, it's beautiful. It is.
All right, we are going to stay here at the Riga Shelter, which is, as you can see, a new construction. Different format from last night. It's just a floor. And it's got the three of us plus another gentleman is here. And one thing about this site is we have an excellent view. And it did clear up a little bit. So the view at the moment is pretty good. Unfortunately, we are still expecting quite a bit of rain. So it should come in overnight while we're sleeping here at the shelter. And we'll see what tomorrow brings.